Hey guys, Rivet here. Welcome back to another episode of Cube World. Back one more time on another Sunday. I know some people are going, "Where's the live stream, Rivet? You said you're going to live stream." I said when I could. Today's just one of those days. This weekend itself is just one of those weekends where all the plans I had have been scrapped, and a whole bunch of life things have gotten in the way. And Saturday, when I was supposed to be doing a bunch of things, nothing happened. So it has to happen today. So I'm up early Sunday morning getting ready to go out and do my adventures. Basically every chore I should have done either last week or yesterday. Never had the time to. I had the last week of training this last week, and it was fun. It was challenging. It was everything I needed it to be, as well as tiring. It was the one side effect of the entire thing was, yeah, definitely tiring. It was fun though. And then this week coming up, back to my regular old grind and schedule. I'm looking forward to that more than anything, to kind of get back to being normal and my regular schedule. That's what I'm kind of excited for. So, you know, getting up early, getting home a decent hour, and that's it. So fingers crossed this week will be a little bit more normal for me. We are, oh God, looks like we're heading right into another frickin' ocean. I'm going to verify it here in a hot second, but 99.9% sure we got an ocean ahead of us. So let's just kind of fly into it. Yep, that's an ocean. If I've ever seen an ocean before, that's an ocean. Well, we're not headed into that biome. That's going nowhere. Because I don't think I've even... Yeah, I got nothing. Not 1 point in it. And it's too bad that I don't have any to spend on it either. It's just sad state of affairs. I have to level up. I just not going in the ocean. Not even a little bit. How far are we? There's plenty of stuff to do here. Plenty. This biome is fresh. Untapped. It's a new resource. We could just wander around here for hours and kill things. Hi, Al. I know I killed everything else around, but I'm not in an owl killing mood today. Yeah. So yeah, life is really good. I have no complaints. Started easing off a little bit on some of the pressure I put on myself for doing recordings. I've noticed as of late that it really doesn't matter what I do. Everything is kind of stagnating on the channel, you know, and it's fine. I'm not, you know, worried. I'm not, you know, freaking out. It really doesn't matter. I've never done this for, you know, fame or, you know, money or anything like that. I just do it because I enjoy making videos and I enjoy doing what I do. And the weird anomaly is that I did not think at where I'm at with subscriber counts today that I'd be getting the same views I did when I was starting out. So that's the only weird anomaly about it, but it's fine. It's humbling. And I think that's the more important aspect of what I'm dealing with here, is that I've noticed when things start to falter for a lot of folks that they start to second guess themselves and they start to go down this weird spiral of, you know, self-doubt, and they scrap the channel, and, you know, it's like, well, that didn't work. And, you know, if I had done that every time my channel faltered, I would have quit it a dozen times already. And I'm not about to do that. So I've had a couple people reach out and ask me, you know, what's going on with my channel type of thing. And I just thought I'd address it. Nothing. There's nothing going on with my channel. It's fine. It's doing what it does. Every channel goes through dips and dives and peaks and lows and highs, and it's fine. It is absolutely fine. I'm not worried about it. If it comes back, great. If it doesn't, great. You know, it's been fun this far. I'm not going to stop doing it just because of the fact that views are down. That would be silly. That would be counterproductive to doing my experiment of having fun while playing video games, you know. The main purpose of everything I've done here has always been kind of like an organic test to see what you can do without doing massive promotions, without spamming channels, just word of mouth, people looking for things and finding a channel. That's all I've ever done. And it's been great. I've got no complaints. And so if you think that I'm freaking out or anything, I'm not. I'm potentially just going to ease back a little bit on some of the things that you may end up seeing days like yesterday where there's just one video instead of the two. And that'll be fine. I know it's not perfect, and yesterday was one of those days that it got away from me. I had the video uploaded, everything was ready, could have set it live at 7 o'clock pass, and I went and checked, and it hadn't gone live. I'd scheduled it for next week out of whatever insanity was going on in my head when I did that. So I left it alone. I'll schedule it for tomorrow, and it'll do what it does, and whatever, it's fine. But, you know, it's not like, you know, there's people clamoring, it's like, where's the videos, Rivet? It's not that kind of thing. Even Cube World's down, which has always been a mainstay. You know, I haven't had a Cube World video with less than 100 views in, God, almost since I started, I guess. You know, doing Cube World anyway. And the last video, I think, it's at 50 or 60 views. Well, it's fine. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm pretty sure people don't care much for Rogue Goblins. You know, that's what it is. And, you know, it is just me doing my thing. The live stream was successful. So, I mean, I know those people are still there and still interested in what I do. And I'm not questioning it. It's just how people are consuming videos nowadays. You know, it is fine. And I'm not going to complain about it and ask people to, you know, do anything. Just if you're here and you like it, great. If you don't, great. It's all good. It's all fine. So my plans for myself this week, easing into real work again, back into my regular, having 2 weeks basically off to for training, kind of took its toll on my whole brain of, you know, focusing and doing things that work a certain way for ages, and then you take 2 weeks to do something else, and now you got to go back into it, and it's going to be a little weird, going to be a little bit odd, but I'm sure I'll be fine. That forest can go to hell. I don't care for forests. They, undead +1, so they're probably worth what, 5 or 6 XP, 8. Well, we could get some loot. Oh God, why? Why are you really? Since when is a white +1 able to defend itself? Well, that just proved forests can go to hell. Yeah, so work will just be easing in. Spring is officially kind of starting. With freezing rain today, as I got to run around and do all my errands. I have so much to get. I have groceries to buy. I have no food in the house at all. Last night I was like, okay, I'll you know, grab something quick to, you know, make something and pull something out of the fridge, and realized that I had a packet of Chinese broccoli. That was it. I had no meat, nothing prepped, nothing ready, and I was like, oh, okay. So it was, I had some goat cheese and breadsticks for dinner last night, because I was like, it was too late to go out and grab anything, and I was just like, it doesn't matter. I was still kind of full from lunch that I'd had, so it wasn't the end of the world. So I was like, it is what it is, you know. But tomorrow, I'm gonna get groceries, and that's today. And I got to get food for the week and do a whole bunch of things for, you know, work. You know, I gotta feed myself at work. I can't just, you know, look at food and pretend that that's going to feed me. That's not, and it's not. I just need to get something for today. There's a grocery store that I like to shop at nearby work. That will be great, and I'll pick up some more stuff tomorrow. But I got to do laundry. That's been piling up. You know, the typical shit you got to do when you know, when you're a grown up and you've pretended to be a child for a few days. Now, I was just so busy at work that a lot of things just kind of, you know, fell to the wayside. One of the side effects I found was that I was tired a lot more than I was expecting. I'd get home from work and I'd have energy for a little bit, and then it was gone, just gone. And it's been kind of, you know, it's kind of humbling to know that, you know, you can't do everything, Rivet. You got to kind of ease off and, you know, take some time for yourself. Oh, Vardar Castle, we can do that. That's a good place to go with a llama outside. Yeah, so absolutely zero complaints on anything. Chatted with my boy yesterday. We were talking video games. I started a new recording session. I started Assassin's Creed Origins. I loved Odyssey a lot. I picked up Origins back around Christmas time, and I've been kicking around the idea of what game to play recently after finishing Metro Exodus, and being kind of not too pleased with a few of the games I'd gotten. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to play something that I know that I'm going to enjoy. And I'm happy. I got a bunch of episodes pre-recorded of it. It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's not killing me, mentally. It's fine. It's fun. And it's not, there's nothing horrible about it. It's just a really well-rounded, good game. I'm happy to play it. But the reason I was talking about it with my son is that I subscribe to Humble Monthly. I have for over a year now. And Assassin's Creed Origins is on next month's bundle. So I was asking him if he'd be interested in getting it, my copy, because obviously I already have one, and he said he would be interested in getting it. And we talk about gaming and stuff. I know his birthday is later on this month, so we're kind of talking about a few things. Nice to catch up with my boy yesterday. And that was probably the highlight of my week, was having a nice little light conversation with my son. It's nice to know that no matter what goes on in my life, that he's there. It's funny because he changed his avatar his avatar image on Discord. And I asked what it was, and I was looking at it, I'm like, it looked familiar, but I couldn't quite place it. And it was a character from Samurai Jack. And I was like, oh, I used to love watching that when it came out. And we started talking about shows, that I like watching. And then he was kind of freaking out that we've got very similar tastes on some of the older cartoons and stuff, like Invader Zim. He didn't know that I had an interest in it, let alone that I had a tattoo of it. So it was kind of funny that, we have this, we're separated by, distance, and, I don't spend as much time with him as I would like. But, that there is something in his genes that makes him definitively my boy. And it's been that way for a while. Like, his sense of adventure for food has always been similar to mine. But yeah, I mean, I just like the fact that we're into the same games for the most part. And we've got very similar interests, and it's there are times you wonder, when you have kids, it's like, is it just how you raise them that they turn out the way they are? Is there something about the genetics? And I'd have to say with some aspects of how he is, it has to be genetics. There's no way that he could have so many similarities to me without there being a genetic component to why he is wired the way he is. And we were just kind of had a neat chat about it. Let's see if I've got anything of worth in this thing. Oh, God. Yeah, let's just clear out. I'm 99.9% sure this is all garbage. It's all Warrior, Ranger. It becomes mind-numbing after a while of how much stuff you pick up for everybody else when you play in this game for as long as I do. And it's like, Armor and I can go in, he could be a rogue, I could be a mage, and everything will be Ranger and Warrior stuff. It's like always not what you need. That was good. 17.4. It's the same fucking, but HP's up, so we'll keep that. Keep hold of that. That'll be okay. That one's coming up fairly far away. Everything's fairly far away. We'll send off our little, invitation to come out and get wrecked. You good? You good? I'm charging it. Don't you worry. Shurikens. That's it. It happens, my friend. Ice Spirit, Wood Staff plus 10. Is there anything in here? Oh, hi, Ogre. Nice to know these spikes don't hit you for 10 billion. Oh, God. Thank you. Okay, we need to get out of here. Ta-da! Okay, we'll hop on our turtle and ride off. That was good. Nice, light, easy castle. I hate when we get stuck like that. Yeah. So, trying to think if there's any major announcements. Nothing really super, like nothing super. I'm working on a couple of like back end deals for my channels. Getting some stuff organized. That's the other thing that's been taking up a lot of my time, is like dealing with businesses and trying to get sponsorships and things. You know, even though this channel is faltering, you know, working on a business model for the other one, you know, working on some aspects that I've never tried with this channel before. So it's interesting to kind of go off on a different path when you do things. And I've learned a lot over the course of the last 4.5 years of doing this channel, of like what my abilities and things are. One thing I have definitely noticed though is that I have pretty much lost any drive I have for social life at all. I had an opportunity last night to go out and do some stuff, not with friends or anything, you know, just to kind of go out and be sociable, and I just didn't feel it at all. I was, you know, looking at getting ready, you know, and you know, it was something that I was interested in. I was like, you know, but it was like mildly interested in, and I just, you know, got done, you know, getting ready partially, and I just was sitting on my couch. I'm like, what are you doing? You know, 20 years ago, maybe this would have been a major thing to do on your evening, and now it's just like, it's a day that I would much rather get up early, take care of a bunch of stuff, than to go out and listen to music and go see a DJ that I wanted to see. You know, it's just like, it was, you know, I put on the same kind of music I would be listening to when if I was at the club, and did a bunch of stuff around the house, and I thoroughly enjoyed my evening. I mean, it was, for me, it was perfect. And I didn't have to worry about dealing with the social niceties of people. And it's not that I'm like a completely antisocial person, or if I feel like I'm, you know, isolating myself and like, oh, can't be around people. It's far from it. I just don't have the same interest anymore that I used to have. And it's kind of neat to witness it about yourself. It's like, you know, it's such an ingrained part of your person when you were younger, and now that, you know, you get to a certain point, you're like, yeah, it just doesn't matter. And it's not something I ever thought ever would be, you know, it's like that I'd be like, no, I'd just be more fun to not go. Because I used to think people like me now are lame, and I am kind of lame, but I'm okay. I'm fine with being lame. We should be near something. Probably a dude kicking around over here someplace. Kind of hard to spot them when they don't show up on a map. The skull bowls are there. But yeah, it was just kind of nice. Just a nice evening last night. And I stayed up super late. Like way later than normal. Which was kind of funny. It was like one of the things I wanted to stay home for was because I didn't want to, you know, go out and stay up late. And so what did I do? I stayed up later than I normally would by just being me. It was good. It was fine. You know, did a whole bunch of recording. I got a whole bunch of the videos that were pre-recorded. I had done a whole bunch of stuff with War and Armor Time over the last couple of weeks. And I just wanted to clear them out. There was a bunch of streams that I needed to edit down and make into videos. And so that's what I ended up doing last night. Just, you know, cleared out my back catalog of things that I was working on. I went through and edited a bunch of video clips that I had recorded for my other channel and got those cleaned up and, you know, color graded and did all the things I wanted to with that. So, I mean, I worked endlessly yesterday, but nothing really massive. Like, it was just mostly cleanup and like simple things, and I adored it. It was just perfect. I need that in my life. Let's just drink a potion for no good effing reason, you doofus. But hey, who am I to judge Rivet in his drinking of potions? Whatever. Yeah, and that's the other thing too, is like if I'd gone out to a club or something last night, it would have been, you know, I quit alcohol over 3 years ago now. And I did it for health reasons. It was just getting too hard to deal with it with my colitis. If I had something to drink, it would feel like I'd get a colitis attack, and I'd feel awful for a couple of days afterwards. It'd be like the ramifications of feeling like a hangover, but not like I could have one beer and have that happen. And so I just decided to give up all of it entirely. And, you know, it was not a huge deal for me. It was kind of like, well, I don't really care. I focused on so many other things to get over, the social drinking aspect of life and things. And I was just like, I found that there was so much more that I enjoyed that did not involve it. And yeah, so one of the things last night was like, going out to a club where there's going to be obviously people drinking, and I just didn't want to be around it. I think that was like the major thing. It's like, I still want to go out and do things and be around people, but I don't want to do the same things that I used to do. Like, my life is vastly different. I spent years working in the service industry, like as a bartender, as a DJ, as a waiter. So, I mean, like most New Year's Eves and Valentine's Days, I was working. And I've always been around people, partying and doing excess. And I just tired of that whole thing. Like, none of it means anything. Oh, portal. Where's the portal? Is it right there? Yeah. But none of it means anything to me anymore. I would much rather, find a group like looking into things like philosophy, or taking an art class, or, taking even a French class. Now that I'm in, Quebec, Montreal, like, there's French classes everywhere. And that's one of the things that a lot of people at work do is they're taking French classes, but like they're doing it because they want to get work, and their focus is, getting a second language in Canada, so that they have better opportunities for getting, better pay and more jobs, especially here in Montreal. The majority of the jobs you run into are bilingual. Not something that has really flustered me. I came here with the knowledge that I'm not good at French. I've tried when I was younger. It did not take for whatever reason. But again, like, that was potentially just because it was in school, not really interested in it. So I'm thinking of taking some French classes just to see if it does anything for me. And if that doesn't work, that's not my social thing, take an art class or something, or take yoga or something just to do, but it doesn't involve going out to a nightclub, doesn't involve partying, it doesn't involve people making poor judgment. And I think that's kind of that's the humbling part of last night was, like I said, it was something I was really into. Like, I love the style of music. I've been into it for a long time, and notification came up, hey, would you be interested in doing this? I was like, yeah, that'd be great. But that was the old me just clicking and going, yeah, that'd be fun. And then the new me was like, yeah, it'd be fun, but at what cost, you dingus? And that's, yeah, getting old, man, getting old. But I'm okay with it. I always thought when I was younger, if I ever got to this point in my life, I would be like, oh, what am I going to do? And I'm okay with it. It's not sad, not down, nothing. It's all good. Like, life is really, really pretty good at this moment. Like, I don't have, honestly, anything to truly complain about. Honestly, there's nothing. Work is going well. I love the city. I love the fact that spring is right around the corner. Today we're getting freezing rain at some point, and then, or is it tomorrow we're getting freezing rain and snow, and then there's 10 degrees. I'm like, it's just like, there's a couple of days where in the morning it's going to be below zero, but the rest of the time it's going to be warm. And I'm like, or warmer, I should say. There's nothing truly warm about this time of the year. That felt good. I love doing that. Doing a Shirokin from the hang glider, that felt amazing. I felt like a baller. Oh, good. Exactly what I wanted. Let's go take on a troll or an ogre or whatever it's going to be. Oh, it's a troll. Well, we know the trolls are Ricks, and Ricks need to die. All the Ricks. The multiverse of Ricks. There is a plethora of Ricks around. He's got to be up here someplace. Rick? Okay, well, we're going to go climb a hill and look for Rick. We should be able to spot him from up here. Allergies. Trying not to take allergy pills yet. There he is. Rick. I see ya. You can't get away from me, my friend. Well, you killed the tree, my friend. Get down here. Are you coming? There you go. I don't know why the trolls want to spend so much time up on the trees, but they do. Yeah, so that was an adventure. Don't care. All this junk. Well, look at that. That'll work. Put that back on. No. So what is you? Yeah, not going to be as powerful. Not nearly as powerful. 18.2. Look at that already. We'll put that there. We got to go wreck something now that we've got our new sword. Just to see how it feels. Not like it was like a major upgrade. That looks perfect. A bunch of runners. Running away! Feels good. It's got a good heft to it. Liked it. Perfect. And there you go. Another episode down. Hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, don't worry about me. Don't worry about the channel. Views are down. Things are you know, they are doing what they do. I'm pretty sure that YouTube in general is in flux. I know a lot of people are kind of irked with things. Also this time of year, you know, people that are, you know, dealing with stuff at school, life, work. It's all good. I don't mind. I know I get a lot of folks saying that they haven't been around for a month. They leave messages and stuff and they apologize. Don't ever apologize for having a life and not coming to my YouTube channel. I would much rather know you guys are off enjoying your life and having fun than sitting on your ass and watching what I do. And that's the honest truth. But hey, I do appreciate everyone that comes out and checks out the channel and leaves messages, comments, anything like that. Feel free to do so anytime you'd like. But I will see you guys on Wednesday on our next episode. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for all the Rivet heads. This is a song to make